try to talk louder and not mumble so much and possibly not giggle so much, but I really can't see that becoming a reality anytime soon. So I decided to mask up. You know, let's be safe. My nephews are now my stylists. So I would like to gratefully thank Jeremiah and Jacob Thomas of Owens Crossroads, Alabama. I think that's right. Is that where y'all live? They live down the street from my mom. Their mother is my sister, Jennifer. All right, so I bought this sweater because I thought, what a great sweater for chemo because they have easy access to the court. But then I put it on and got easy access to everything. It was a lot lower cut than I thought it was gonna be. So, yeah, well anyway. Oh, the mask is bobbing around on my face. I do have, like I told you, my most important tool, my glasses, on underneath so I can see what I'm doing. Maybe I can. We'll see. I'm trying to talk louder. I hope I am. These are some finished ring dishes, so they've been glazed and everything. These actually belong to my cousin Andrea. I just haven't shipped them yet. But so after the carving and everything, they get fired, get to bisque firing, then get them and glaze them. And sometimes the glazing takes a lot longer than the carving because carving's just drawing. And ooh, yeah, this is wobbly. I should put some Velcro on my head. This one has no glaze. I mean, it does. It has clear glaze, but there's no color. And I think it's actually quite lovely. So, those do not belong to me, but I thought that'd be a good thing to show you as far as how things end up. I don't know how long this mask is gonna last, but I'm gonna try. Yeah. So my stylists, Jacob and Jeremiah, they've chosen a wig for me, and hopefully it will arrive next week. Okay. So I don't know if you can really see what I'm doing here. Man, I wish I could play music, but I don't have, I don't have rights to share somebody else's music here. All right. So what I did is I just kind of cleaned up the edge, put a little frame around it a little bit. And I think I'm going to do a fish today. Now fish take a little bit longer than other things because they've got scales and all that other fish stuff. What can I do? Maybe I can curve like this. Can you see that? All right. These tools I've said before, but it bears repeating. These are Kemper, K-E-M-P-E-R, mini, M-I-N-I, like the skirt, ribbon, like what goes on a package, tools. Mini ribbon tools. Kemper is the brand. They're aluminum. They do make your hands turn black after you use them for a while. Okay. So, we carve a fish. We'll start with his head. I think this is the first part you usually cut off when you have a fish. I've only caught one fish in my life. I was with my friend Betsy George on Lake Murray, right outside of Columbia, South Carolina. We just kind of lived in that general area. She actually lived on the lake. I lived near the lake. This is really crazy. But you know, we gotta mask up. It's for safety's sake. Apparently, Mardi Gras' sake. Okie dokie. My stylists, Jeremiah and Jacob, are currently being quarantined. So they really don't have anything better to do than put up with their crazy aunt. But they're so helpful. I mean, they picked out the best wig last night. I was kind of going back and forth between a few, and I am so looking forward to this thing because I have boring hair. I actually look probably better bald. I was bald last year. Alright, sorry, I'm supposed to be carving where you can see it, but it does help if I can see what I'm doing too. Alrighty. So, what I have here is a brown clay dish that my daughter actually showed me how to make. And just cut out a circle, and then take that circle and pop it down in this bowl. My husband made that, isn't that cute? Pop it down in this bowl to give it a nice curve and everything, and then let it sit till it dries a little bit. I mean, I take it out of there, let it sit till it dries a little bit, and then flatten out the bottom so it doesn't rock and roll too much. And then you let it get to a state called leather hard. For those of you that work in clay, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you that do not work in clay, it's a good description for it. Leather hard. And I keep looking at myself. Oh. Well, I think I'm funny, and if you don't think I'm funny, that's fine. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. Oh, sorry. So, after it gets to this certain point, then I clean up all the little rough edges and everything, and then spray a white slip, which is a white clay that works well with the clay that we make for our stuff. And dang, mask is crazy. So spray the slip on, and I think there's 3 coats of the white slip on there to make it nice and even. And then when you add the glaze later, after it gets bisque fired, and then that gets fired, it just gives a nice even base for the colors, so yeah, they'll really pop. I said I was gonna. Alright, so fish. And have a little fat body here. And my email address is somewhere on this what's it called? YouTube thing. If you have any questions that I can help you with, or you think I can help you with, you are very welcome to send me an email, and I will do my best to help you or send you in the direction of somebody that can help you. What I have said before, just to make sure everybody knows, I am not left-handed. The camera flips things around, and there's the beginning of my fish. You see him? Very simple little shape there. Wouldn't it be funny if I walked into chemo and they said, you know, you have to be masked up, and it went in with something like this? I found a box in the top of my closet. Excuse me, chemo runny nose. In the top of my closet that has like 5 of these crazy feather masks in it. I found it yesterday when I was looking for my wigs. Didn't find my green wig, found my purple wig. Not yesterday, day before yesterday, whenever it was, whenever I did that. And I found all these masks. I have no idea why I have them or where I got them. So, alright. And with this tool, this is like my main drawing tool. It's got a nice little point on it. And you don't dig too deep into the clay. You just want to remove enough of the white slip to create a nice line. Okie dokie. And I was trying to keep these little things under 10 minutes, but I've already passed 10 minutes. Probably because I talk and laugh too much. But this one I knew was going to take longer than that, because with fish, they've got all those little scales and details, and I'm not going to do every single solitary thing on here, but just to show how easy it is to do a fish. And you just kind of get lost in the process of making that pattern. Just a little repeat. Hill, going. Okay. So, you can see that. Yeah, it's pretty good. You can see that. I just finished chemo yesterday. I slept most of yesterday, other than consulting with my stylist about outfits and wigs, and they're so helpful. They really are. Oh, they're sweet boys. So he's coming along. I'll do the rest of the scales later. I'm not going to bore y'all with that. I can bore you with his face. But I actually have to look at that the right way up. The glazes that I use, they're like paint to me. I mean, you can mix the colors a little bit and everything more like paint, and my background is actually in drawing and painting. So it's been a great way to use my previous knowledge with whatever I'm trying to do now. Sorry. Oh, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna just take a break. All right. So when I do start glazing this will have all kinds of nice opportunity for lots of different colors. I mean, it's fish. And since I make them up, like I make up cats, they can be whatever they want to be, or whatever I want them to be. Come on, you crazy thing. I can actually see through these holes. I said in a previous video, I didn't realize I was such a social person. I like one-on-one people, and I love hanging out with my husband because he is a riot. But you know, I'm down here working by myself, and I used to have people come in and work with me. I'm just not in a position to do that right now between COVID and cancer, and I miss y'all. I just really didn't think that's going to happen. Okay, really, I think Velcro is going to be a good idea. Put a little piece of Velcro in the middle of my head, like a little bendy spot, you know. Okay, so here, and I'm trying to do this upside down as much as possible. But I gotta do that. I gotta finish that eye. Fish are so fun. I love painting pictures of fish. Running. I did have to keep the heater on upstairs because my husband's up there working and I couldn't freeze him out. So we do have the lovely background noise. I was trying to think of a fancy word for noise, but it is just plain old noise. I remember one time my daughter Sarah, which many of you know her as Liz, and she was in second grade or something. They did a little Mother's Day thing, like what's your mother's favorite things, and people were saying my mother's favorite things are flowers, my mother's favorite things are cake or whatever. She said my mother's favorite thing is laughing. It's still how wonderful that my child recognized that. It's still one of my favorite things. She's one of my favorite things too. All right, well, I see that I have gone way over 10 minutes. And so we will revisit this later. Thank you for your time. I love y'all. Bye.